You have to beware of leaven. You have to beware of doctrine. Now, the doctrine you have to beware of, the Pharisees, the Sadducees, of Herod. In another place is hypocrisy. But the hypocrisy and doctrine are interchangeable, because the doctrine is a performance. It's a stage show. You have some of the vilest crimes against humanity historically performed by those who on a Sunday will dress up in their priestly garments and then leave the plateau and leave the place, the lectern, to live a lifestyle which is wicked, and will have them stoned if they actually lived in a time from the book that they just read from. The most vile of people can hide behind the Bible. Hypocrisy, deception, deceit. And yet out of that comes customs, traditions, rituals, rites, which though on the surface don't appear to be harmful, but when that leaven causes you to cease from keeping the commandments of God, then they become dangerous. And as a result, you should beware of them, because check the motive of the devil. It is to kill. It is to initiate the law of sin and death in your life so you can die in your sins and then be sent into the lake of fire. The religious establishment has a role in that. But check, he didn't just say Herod, the Pharisees and Sadducees, he also said Herod. Herod had a doctrine. The Herodians had a doctrine in much the same way the Pharisees and Sadducees did. See, there's political doctrine, there's economic doctrine, there's academic doctrine, there's cultural doctrine, as well as religious doctrine. And all of these create a culture, an environment which, when you are born into a state, become imposed upon you. So there is a culture, a way of living which distinguishes an Englishman from a Nigerian, to the degree where even a Englishman who is from Cornwall is different from an Englishman who is from Liverpool. Those doctrines, Pharisees, Sadducees, Herod, political, economic, religious, academic, historical, and so on, you have to be aware of, because it is leaven. It's leaven to the degree whereby Messiah Yeshua can be in your midst and you won't recognize him. The word of the truth will be in your midst and you won't recognize him. This is why you have a black church. This is why you have a white church, a Korean church. You have a Methodist church. You have an Anglican church, a Catholic church. Didn't Messiah say that his purpose and function is to establish one sheepfold? So why are there all these different sheepfolds who have their own culture, their own order of service to the Most High, when the Most High, as far as I can see, spoke from the heavens to a people, one people, who were responsible to taking that word to the world? Leaven is dangerous. Politics is dangerous. How is it, brothers and sisters, we are told that we are a kingdom of priests, and yet there is so much division based upon politics within the body of Messiah? Leaven is dangerous. And just as the religious establishment in the days of Yeshua, with few exceptions, can be blinded by the leaven, so can you. If you're interested in politics, what's the politics of the kingdom of Jehovah? That political system is centered around the king. It is centered around the king. The king, Messiah Yeshua, was sent into the earth to tell you this is the policies and procedures of the kingdom. This is how you are to live. This is the economy of the kingdom. This is the healthcare system of the kingdom. This is the structure of the government of the kingdom. And you have to decide what kingdom you're going to subscribe to, the one of light or the one of darkness.